Welcome in, everybody. It's Playability Podcast number 3. And number 2 did better than the first episode, so we're hoping this momentum continues. Anyway, so first off today, we're going to talk about playability of Fallout. I was in there yesterday putting in new shelves. Braxton hasn't got to be back over there since we got the showcases.
Yep, since we unloaded those big old showcases.
Yeah. And I had a snafu with those where I thought the doors were messed up or didn't have the parts. I figured it out, fortunately, because I was about to be mad.
Yeah, I thought they were all there.
They were all there. It just took me a minute to figure out how to get those doors in. Had to order the new locks, order those last night. But it's looking like we're going to be opening it sooner than later. Go to our Facebook if you want to see like the pictures of it. So for our first subject today, besides that, are we living through the 1990s TCG boom again? We got new sets such as Pal World out, which are having crazy expensive cards. Naruto is now making a new competitive TCG. What do you think of that?
God, I've heard it. I've heard it's just a lot of hype around the art. I think what I saw is it's not really a functional TCG. It's more of like a collection game. As far as I saw, I don't really think I've seen most of the cards have attacks or values. I think it's just like a collectible thing, but I could be wrong.
I say that.
I haven't looked much into it.
And then also in the TCG world, are there too many TCGs for players now? We got Riftbound, Lorcana,
Magic, Pokemon, Naruto in 2027, allegedly One Piece. I don't know.
And then I see like new card games I never heard of popping up all the time too.
I think it gets to a point where you can't have everything be so popular.
And then Invincible's got new trading cards too. They're on their season 2. They're not playable,
those are just
but
cards.
They're just for collecting, but still like everybody's making a TCG. And Cyberpunk's making a TCG.
Yeah.
It's getting oversaturated in the market. And this is what happened in the 90s, and TCG crashed in the early 2000s.
My issue with it is a lot of it's driven. The other TCGs outside of Pokemon are driven by tournament-based players dedicated to playing the game. And there's only 7 days in a week. So unless you're hosting a tournament from the time you open to the time you close, you can't. And some places do. You literally cannot fit everybody in.
But they got that staff for that bigger places.
Like you got to have a big place. No, even CM Games, West Town. I mean, that back room can only hold so many people.
Right.
And it's like it's a lot of planning that I think a lot of people get burnt out on as far as planning around all these TCGs because it's so much more to keep up with. This is from a store perspective too. You got to know drops. You got to know everything. You got to know. It's hard enough keeping up with just baseline TCGs, Pokemon, Magic, One Piece. When you throw in those miscellaneous ones, it becomes very heavily oversaturated. So time will tell.
Other than just having too many TCGs for players to pick from, though, do you think we're going to get a crash like we did in the 90s with TCGs? I think we'll get a huge crash.
Yeah.
I think investing in Pokemon is not a good idea.
I think it's bound. It's bound to happen sooner than later. Pokemon's going to ride the 30th anniversary wave for a while.
Delta Rain's a good one.
Yeah, it's got Delta Rain and then more 30th anniversary products coming out post the initial launch that's coming out all the way into December. I think even into 2027 we have product from 30th anniversary coming out. So that wave's going to be crazy. Those cards have been selling on eBay for, I showed Dan the Crystal Lugia, $1,000.
Somebody just spent $1,000 on the Gengar on whatnot from Celebration.
And I think I saw those RGB cards that are in the 30th Celebration set.
With the Mew?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like 1 in 20,000 or something?
Yeah, 1 in like 20,000, something ridiculous.
To get one of them, they'll probably be stupid expensive. And they're ugly. Yeah. We both agree they're ugly. Yeah.
They always make these insanely hard to pull cards, the ugliest cards of the set. So literally all that's going to cause...
Well, the Red Victini look good. And the Black Reshiram, those look good. But these RGB Mews look...
Well, those were callbacks too. Yeah. Those weren't necessarily new ideas. Those are cards that people already love.
But maybe the RGB Mew will look better in person.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think it's really ugly. Which, to me, when the cards are ugly like that and they're so hard to pull, that means we're going to have just straight pulling So selling them on Marketplace.
And people are going to say they're beautiful just because they know they're expensive and
Yeah,
rare.
and they're just trying to sell them. There's going to be no collecting those RGBs. There's going to be probably 5 people who try to get them all just to have them all. And it's going to be solely driven by monetary value, not it looks nice. It's hard to pull and it's expensive, so everybody's going to try and buy it, but it's not.
And speaking of, celebrations and Delta Rain being a good year, we've managed to lock in some orders for Delta Rain from our distributor that we just got. So we'll have that in stock when it comes out.
Maybe.
I don't know how much we'll have. We'll have
don't
some.
hold us to it.
And we'll try to have the best pricing of anybody.
Yeah, that'll be a for sure.
Yeah.
But don't hold us to it. We might not get anything. We may get something, but it might not be something good.
And so, on this subject that we've been on, though, so do you think these new TCGs have any staying power? Or do you think it's better to stick with Pokemon and Magic?
Staying power in.
Like, do you think Riverbound's going to be played in 10 years from now, or Kana 10 years from now? People playing it? Or do you think they're going to fall off?
Lorcana falls off once a month. Lorcana resurges about a good every 6 months. It'll come back, and then it dies again, and then it comes back. Lorcana, sucky. But it's big right now. That Into the Vine set really revitalized it. Riftbound, you got a strong player base of League of Legends people that exist forever, and time has shown that TCGs, as long as you have a pre-hand of community base like One Piece did, you can do TCG because you got players who play your game, watch your show, that are going to just fund it because they love what's already come before the TCG to keep it alive. So Riftbound should be fine. Some of those TCGs that are TCGs solely driven by a random idea, yeah,
like
those.
Invincible?
No. Invincible will stay.
No,
as long
it's like the '90s X-Men cars that ain't worth crap.
As long as the TV show comes out, as long as people are entertained, if they make spin-offs, people are going to buy it. Can't stop people.
I think the TCG boom is going to crash. I think it'll be Magic and Pokemon still standing, but barely.
I can attest to terrible card groups being bought. Never mind.
I think 2030 is when we have a big crash.
I spent an undisclosed amount of money on Overwatch esports boxes one time within the past year. Just because I like it.
Does Kelsey know that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on off this subject, but still kind of in the TCG realm. So Lorcana is now going online with her own online TCG. Probably bringing some new players who can't get a hold of cards because I've never seen them for sale.
I see that Into the Vines a lot. I've seen it in stores, but it's never. The cards are pretty. The prices are kind of wild though.
But that could be something that might help Lorcana have more staying power.
Yeah. Yeah, until it dies next month and comes back, which I'm excited for. Because every time it dies, they come out with really cool stuff. So keep dying, Lorcana.
And speaking of Disney, they had their big, what was the event called? D26?
D24?
D24, D23, yeah, which I feel like it should be 26 because it's 2026.
I think it's like D23 or something.
But yeah, during that event, a supposed leak happened where Simpsons Hit and Run might be coming back, which we probably got a lot of fans of Simpsons Hit and Run. Might be a little before Braxton's time.
Speaking of that event, they had Ramon from Cars Crocs unveiled there. I'm still looking for a pair. They're very expensive right now, so I'm not buying them.
Yeah.
But they do have purple Ramon Crocs.
And if you ever watch the movie Idiocracy, which is what we're becoming, they picked Crocs as the main shoe of the future in that show because they thought no one would wear the stupidest shoe ever. We are literally becoming retards. I mean, excuse my language, but maybe that word's back. I don't know. I'll bleep it. Bleep it to be safe. We're becoming dumb. But the Simpsons Hit and Run leak is kind of not a leak. Somebody was asking, I think, Matt Groening about it. And he said something involving Simpsons Hit and Run's coming in the future. And then like one of his producers went, no, that's not what he meant. That's not what he meant. So could be a big bag of nothing. Could be something. But I would definitely replay it.
Are the GTA leaks on here?
No, I haven't made this yet with the GTA leaks. But yeah, speaking of open world, game. GTA leaks have been crazy lately. I haven't got to actually see them myself.
That guy's killer. He's absolutely holding Rockstar ransom for discs. It's hilarious.
He ain't going to succeed. And Rockstar's still going to sell games.
Yeah, they'll be fine. It's not going to do damage like they think it's going to do, but
Yeah.
it is cool though, because he posted a clip recently of him in game and he shot his name into the wall to prove it's him.
Supposedly, he went ahead yesterday and leaked everything.
I haven't heard about it. I don't.
That's
think
what I was reading that in like an article.
He's been
this
threatening
morning.
to. He's been threatening to release Lucia's ending. Is what he's been doing. But I think a streamer also bought a copy of the game from this guy as well recently.
How did he crack it and everything to where it would run on PC without
something? I think it was $250,000.
He has to work for Rockstar. This guy has to work for Rockstar. So
those hackers are powerful, dude.
I don't know. He just got too much stuff.
I think he has an old version of the game. Ultimately, I think he ultimately has an early port.
Some people are saying that because there's a song from like 2025 in there, but
no, that I don't
that
think that would cause it. I think their concern doesn't seem to be high, so I think he has an early version of the game, an early patch for sure. I don't think he has what they currently have. But we'll see. I'm excited to see just because I don't plan on playing it really.
And I'll probably watch the Netflix thing next week when it comes out. Shout out to Netflix,
I guess. Shout out Jake Paul.
But so in the previous conversation on our first episode of the podcast, I think it was first one or second one, we mentioned Target cutting the seals.
Yeah, I think it was
on Pokemon products. They have decided to backtrack on cutting TCG seals. So I don't know why they did that. I guess people were getting mad. I thought it was cool.
I hate trying to buy from Target. Their online store sells out in 3 seconds because all the bots, and they only drop at like 3 a.m. I don't really show up at Target. We don't have a Target close to us. It really don't affect me, but Target is a insufferable website to actually try and buy.
I think they'd be better off just doing limits and not selling on the website.
Yeah, just
person limits.
Yeah, which that would certainly not affect me at that point because I'm not driving to Knoxville to go get. Some people do though.
I would for celebrations because it's cheaper than GameStop charged me $400 a UPC.
He bought them though.
I did buy them. GameStop wasn't going to charge $600.
30th anniversary is going to be printed into the ground. It's going to be really hot for 2 to 4 months, and it's going to drop. It's going to drop. It's going to.
That Charizard sold for $1,000, will probably less than $100. The Lugia too, it'll probably be less than $100. I think the Charizard sold for $1,000.
I don't think it'll be less. It's a crystal.
Yeah, but it's the celebrations pulls, and those are usually a little easier to get than like the SIRs.
Well, I mean, last year the celebration before dropped, and it all drops. So
in like pure value, do you think this set is going to be like if you add up every hit's value?
Oh my God,
more than Ascended or Evolving Skies value?
More than Ascended. Maybe not Evolving Skies, but it really depends on what those RGBs go for.
Yeah, those RGBs could end up going for
because there's a few
$10,000.
Yeah, there's a few different versions of them too, so it should be more. But
so, like they said, pulling an RGB is 1 in 20,000 packs, which means getting a specific RGB is probably 1 in 60,000, I guess. And I'm not a statistician. I don't.
People are going to leverage the pull rates and all that and the hype, and they're going to come out swinging 2K plus. First raw one that services is going for over 2Gs no matter what.
So last week we got Braxton with the top 5 NES games. And I say his dad's watching right now saying you should have said Mega Man. But Braxton did not even think of Mega Man.
No.
So now we're doing N64 games. But before we start on that, N64 games prices are spiking. So we're giving Braxton some time to think here.
Yeah.
Give him a little bit of a chance. So N64 games prices are spiking. Conker's Bad Fur Day has went through the roof recently. I'm going to pull it up on price charting. Have you noticed any increases in N64 games, Braxton, or you don't pay attention?
I can't. No, N64, it's not my wheelhouse at all. But we're getting close, guys. We're getting close to the games I know.
So right now, Conker's Bad Fur Day is $169 loose, $500 complete. And At the end of last year,
Got 'em,
it was
sir.
113 loose.
What is it right now?
169 is 113.
No, that's not that
loose.
big of a spike. That's not that crazy.
That's like 60% in value.
I think that spike is just relative to all games going up. All games are up right now. I feel
Mario
like.
64 is up right now too. The NES isn't really seeing that kind of spike.
No, because nobody wants to play that.
Yeah, like Super Mario 64, I believe is up a little bit. Yeah, it's up from $30 to 40, which is a 33% price.
There's far and few NES games that you actually play for enjoyment that isn't nostalgia. I wouldn't know what they are, but I know you're not. Nobody's actively picking up 8-bit consoles.
I do.
No, you don't. You emulate. He's an emulator.
I do emulate them. Mainly, the game I emulate the most is Pokémon.
So you can play on a better. So you can play on a better controller on a better screen. This guy's a fraud. Emulator.
Oh man, you know what?
Processing going up because of
for
you.
one of my top favorite NES games,
What?
Splatterhouse. I should have put that on my list last week. If you haven't played Splatterhouse, play it because it like does the trope of all kinds of different horror movies and villains. I haven't played the more modern one on the 360 and PS3 yet, but I do plan on playing those. If you play those, let me know how they are. So back to it. N64 games. What is your top favorite N64 game, Braxton? Top 3.
Favorite.
I'll let you pick number one.
Well, you go. I gotta decipher.
Mine and his number one's going to be the same, probably. Pokemon Stadium 2. Me and Braxton bonded like father and son with Pokemon Stadium 2.
Stadium 2. I don't think we ever beat it either.
No, we were trying though.
Yeah, I'd give it a Stadium 2. It is way more fun than Stadium 1.
Yeah. Best mini games. You got the Cypher cutting the logs. Yeah. Stadium
That's how dead the first store would be. The Cumberland Avenue store would be that dead. We could.
Oh yeah, it'd be that dead. We could
actively try to play through the entire Pokemon.
We
Stadium.
beat the league.
Yeah.
And then we was trying to do the cups and everything. We was trying to 100% it.
Yeah, we was gonna platinum Stadium 2.
Game number 2 for me, while it's a multi-plat game, this is where I beat it first.
It's gonna be Resident Evil 2. Yeah, look at that.
Resident Evil 2.
Look at that. Reddit's got like a book.
What's your number 2?
Super Mario 64. I'm gonna keep it
basic.
Simple. Yeah, it's super basic.
Super basic, but it is a good
super
game.
Basic.
I played Super Mario 64 first on the DS. The DS version, which a lot of people say is the worst version, but I liked it.
I've got a super basic number 3.
He's gonna say locker time probably.
No, I'm not a huge Zelda fan.
I used to be. I've kind of gotten out of it. Number 2 for me would be Lord. I'm just gonna pick Mega Man Legends.
You said number 2, but it's okay.
Oh well,
your number 2 was Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, it was Resident Evil 2. 2.
You can go more. 3 is like my limit up.
Mega Man Legends is probably number 3 for me. Fun game.
I'll take Perfect Dark.
I hate Perfect Dark.
Yeah, I know he hates Perfect Dark. But as far as first-person shooter,
it's better than GoldenEye.
Yeah.
Way better.
It's probably, to me, the best shooter on the 64.
Plus, Doom 64 is the best shooter on the 64 for me. I love Doom 64.
The people who like Doom also just... You gotta have a very short attention span to play Doom. Because it's just running. You just run.
You know, some people say that this N64 price hike that's happened recently is due to like the Analog 3D and the mod retro console that just came out.
Maybe.
I have an Analog 3D. I ain't messed with it much. I need to update it. I'm going to update it soon.
See, I don't emulate anything.
Analog 3D is not emulation. It's FPGA, which Braxton don't even know what FPGA is.
Tiger Woods. That's all I know. I'm Tiger Woods.
Tell Braxton what FPGA is in the comments, guys.
The frickin' Professional Golf Association is what that is.
If you really want to hear us rant, we're about to do our top 3 biggest pet peeves working at a game store. So there's so many things to cover. Do you need a second to think?
No, let me rip. I'm just gonna rip.
Number 1, what's your biggest pet peeve?
If you bring something in with no idea on what you want for it.
He's beating the mic there, so I'm sorry, guys.
You have no idea what you want for it, and then you tell me to just go ahead and price everything and let's make a deal, just to be like, I don't actually want to sell it.
Oh yeah,
that kills me.
They just look for a quote at that point.
Yeah. Doing price estimates, I feel like there's a few realtors and car dealerships you can go to.
Or if
and
you
do
want
that.
90% cash, like, what's the reason of even us buying it at that point?
Yeah,
Can't
and
make
that falls
money.
in line with Pokemon people who come to stores wanting vendor prices.
Hmm.
It's impossible.
A
It's
vendor
just
can
not,
sometimes pay 80
because
to
they have
90%.
nothing else to worry about.
Yeah, they don't have bills. They don't have payroll.
Nothing. It's going to sit at their house until the next show.
I mean, right now, payroll for this store costs about 10 grand a month for this and Harlan store combined, and then rent and utilities.
It's like,
It's a lot of money.
and we still pay high.
Yeah, we pay higher than any game store. I bet we pay higher than any game store on the East Coast.
Yeah, we pay higher than any game store that isn't a vendor store. The stores that pay high are dudes who have locations and they're just vendors.
And they might be in bigger cities.
Yeah, and you go to California, you might squeeze 80% out, maybe.
But then they're charging 120% in their store.
Yeah.
It's charge a fair price.
We charge market price and pay 70. We get to 80 on something.
And we're negotiable more often than we should be.
Yeah.
Sometimes
really.
I'll just be like, you can have it for what I got in it.
Yeah, I don't think the people know how good they have it.
My biggest pet peeve is going to go along with Pokemon cards in this one. So it is people coming in with collector, all their collection logged in collector, and it's all logged as near mint because they don't know the difference. And if you know the difference between a near mint card and a damaged or heavily played, the price value, it's huge. Their collection might say on collector it's worth 10 grand, and in reality, it's only worth like 3 to 4 grand. So when I go to offer them a percentage of 3 to 4 grand, they're like shocked. And I'm like, it's because you have everything logged as near mint. I try to explain to them. I'm like, did you log the conditions? And sometimes they don't even know what I'm talking about when I say condition of cards. It's crazy.
Catch us at Collecticon this weekend. I'm getting texts on my phone about Collecticon, so I'm going to just plug that.
Yeah, Braxton will be at Collecticon in Charlotte this weekend, guys.
Yep, come check me out. Section 47. We're right in the front, baby. We're next to all the sponsor people.
I'll be here.
We're next to all the sponsors and the big dogs.
Yeah, expensive tables.
Yeah.
Very
come holler at you, boy. Number 2. Were you done with yours?
Yeah, that's done.
Oh, number 2. Oh, gosh. What happens in here that makes me just want to turn my power button off forever? God. When you call and verbalize what you have and it's completely different than when you show up here with it.
Oh, yeah. You say you have an Xbox Series X and it's an Xbox One.
Yeah, I've got an Xbox Series 1X.
Oh,
37 terabyte.
Which that's Microsoft's fault with terrible naming. I mean,
37 inches of RAM.
They go from the original Xbox to 360 to 1. So when they say I got an original Xbox, we have to ask, is it a 1 or a 360 on the phone? Most people don't. It's Microsoft's name.
And I don't
terrible.
expect you to know. It's only a pet peeve when you're arguing with me that it's a certain thing that's not. If you don't know, that's completely fine. We'll figure it out. I'll help you understand it. But if you're if you're full on batting and telling me that it's this thing and it ends up just not being that.
And it's in perfect condition, they tell you that. And they bring it in and it's got like joysticks half missing off of it.
Yeah,
stick drift.
If you just don't know, that's okay. That's literally okay. That's perfectly fine.
Sometimes.
But if you think you know and you really don't know. No, I'm talking about if people don't know.
Oh, they
actually don't know, but they think they know. That's when it gets.
Yeah.
That's when you start stinking.
Mm-hmm.
Stinky customer.
Yeah, that's how you increase your mana points in Magic.
Your mana magic, stink power.
The less you bathe, the more mana you
Chemical warfare. Chemical warfare is a real thing in Magic.
Yeah, very much so.
We just had our first Magic tournament.
And it went really well.
Yeah.
It did. I mean, for our first one, I think it went great. We had a great prize. We might do another great prize this week coming.
Yeah. The prize was, he got the full prize pool and a Lotus Petal.
Yeah.
For 5 smacks. All he ended was $5.
$5. So he
walked away with 60 something just for showing up playing a little bit of Magic.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. So my number 2 pet peeve is, I was about to do a short on this too. I'm calling you. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, Playability.
How much is a Charizard worth?
Which Charizard are you talking about, sir?
The one with the claw.
Which claw?
He's got it sticking out.
In what direction?
Towards me.
What's the number at the bottom of the card?
I don't know that.
Just bring it in.
It says 500 HP.
Is it golden? Is it gold?
But no, people call us and ask, what is my Charizard worth? I don't know. There's a million printings of Charizard.
Yeah, over the
couldn't tell
phone. Over the phone quotes is up there.
Yeah, I'm not doing a quote over the phone. I usually won't. I might give you a rough estimate if I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I'll ballpark it. I'll ballpark it, and dude, that ballpark is wide.
Yeah, and it's the same for a Facebook Messenger too. I mean, asking what something's worth on Facebook, I gotta see the condition in person.
Yeah, you gotta.
Pictures can sometimes help. Like if you're sending me a picture of a PSA 10 slab, I can probably do that.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds. But if you're just sending me a stack of games face sideways and like, how much can I get for this? I'm like, you get anywhere from $1 to $1,000.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit there and price chart and look up every one of them games. Just
You
to
could
send
do
you
that,
an
though.
offer for your $30 collection.
We've never had a customer actually come in with a price charting lot for their collection. First one to do that, I'm just gonna applaud you, because that would
Alright,
be
Braxton.
immaculate.
Your number 3.
Number 3, pet peeves. Oh my God, there's so many to choose from. I don't know. You go on your number 3. I'm sitting here. I'm really trying to deduce a lot of these.
You'll agree with me on this one 100%. I had all that when I was a kid.
Oh,
God, I can't stand that. Literally, it's about walking like the Pokemon cards or the video games. Like, I had all those when I was a kid. I'm like, I bet you did. Like, I had 10 Charizards. I bet you did. And they're like, but, I guess they're gone now. House fire, garage sale, mom threw them away. Well, they probably weren't in near mint condition to begin with when you were as a kid. You probably didn't take care of them. But we hear that saying, that phrase, almost daily. And the bad thing is Braxton calls people out right in front of him. Like, they'll say it, and then Braxton goes, they said the thing.
he said the thing!
And
They never know what I'm
it
talking
just
about.
irks me every time. Like, I'm sitting there putting a nice face on when somebody says that. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it. I'm over here. He said it!
And I'm like, don't pay attention to him.
Yeah, you got to really ignore me, dude.
Yeah.
I'm bad for it.
But
If you say the thing,
that's one of my pet peeves that people say, I had all this when I was a kid. Well, we are a store full of nostalgia, I guess, and that is the goal.
I don't know. I'll just make it a general one. If you stink.
Oh.
Yeah, if you stink, bro.
God, people come and sting, especially on the first of the month.
Yeah, if you stink and you can't tell, if you've developed such a resistance in this evolutionary life we call here on Earth, that's crazy.
I mean, people come in
I'll be
and
smelling.
leave their smell when they walk out.
Yeah,
Like, they leave it so bad. I'm like, I bet they smell good by the time they get outside.
yeah, it does like AOE damage too. Like they'll be in front of the counter, and my health bar starts ticking behind the counter because I'm sitting there suffering tox damage.
And one thing I hate too is when these stinky customers come in, there's always a new customer in too that has to suffer the smell. And I'm like, hopefully they know it's this person and not our store. Because every time there's a new person over here looking at cards and then a stinky person over here at the counter and their smell is radiating.
Yeah, it catches because we got good AC. It drifts. It drifts everywhere, and it's kind of like those SpongeBob cutaways up to the nose.
Now, also, if you come to play in our tournaments, I won't be afraid to tell you stink either. I'd be like, hey, bro, you got something going on there.
Yeah, we're going to start running a decontamination zone at the front of the store. It's going to be a tube, step in, door will close behind you, door will close in front of you.
Well, we just actually attach a car wash to the front door and run them through it before they come in.
Yeah, that's the level we get sometimes. There's been a few recent times in the past week where it's been like, I've had customers standing, like he said, at the Pokemon, and one of the level 100 stink monsters appear, and then I've watched them completely cycle to this side of the store. They don't know games at all, nor are they here to look at games, but they'll start looking at games. And yeah, it's just inconvenient. It's inconvenient for the person too. And we always try to, on a better note, if you need assistance with stuff like that, there's places for it. We've helped people in the past with stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll buy them
We're not here to look down upon you, but we just hope that you at least know and are actively trying to do something about it. If you're, yeah, dude, if you're just a slob and you're just doing it for tits and shiggles and you're showing up that stinky, that's crazy.
The crazy thing is these stinky people will show up, especially the first month, and they'll spend $200-$300 on in the store, and I'm like, you could have took $10 out there and got you some
Let's put
soap
this
and deodorant.
game back and let's get Dove.
Yeah.
Let's get
I
Dove.
mean, I tried to be nice, but there was one time I remember a customer being in here, and I literally just had to pull my shirt over my nose while I was interacting with him, and I just go, shoo! God! I don't know if they realize that's why, but frig, they stay.
There's literally some so bad ones it'll make your eyes hurt a little bit. I had that most recent encounter. It was one of those eye burners. I was sitting here like, oh my God, the entire time.
So, guys, do you think our pet peeves are reasonable? If so, put it down in the comments. If you think we're being rude, tell us we're rude and hateful and awful people.
And cancel us.
And tell us your favorite N64 games. Participate in the chat, guys. And anyways,
let's hear your pet peeves as customers too. Like if you walk into a game store, what do you not like about certain game stores? It can be us. It can be other ones you've seen.
As a customer, when they don't have prices on things.
Yeah, from a customer viewpoint, let us know what you don't like to see in game stores, such as overpriced games that clearly aren't that much, no prices on games, no games. There's a store that has that.
The store has no games yet.
Or games that don't
or
exist.
cards, really. Anyways, guys, like, comment, and subscribe, and punch that like button.